Hey team. So a couple days ago I posted a little bit about food. So I think this week would be a really great time to discuss food in detail. So what I'd like to do this week is to talk about proteins, fats, and carbohydrates and calories and what they mean to you and your goals. So we'll talk about all week. I'll just post food talk number 1. That's today, the beginning, kind of keep it simple concepts. Number 2 and number 3, number 4, number 5, whatever, all week. So if you want to follow them, just follow the numbers. It's going to be super easy. So to begin, let's talk about just keeping it simple. So how are we going to keep it simple? 1, what are you eating right now? Have no idea? You're like, I have no idea. I just eat because I'm hungry. So let's start tracking your food, or at least keeping a conscious record of what you're eating. So when you look at your plate, what's on your plate? If you have hamburgers and fries, if you have a hamburger and fries, not double hamburgers, you're looking at that and go, okay, your patty is your protein, your bun is a carbohydrate, your fries are a carbohydrate, and all your fixings are a carbohydrate, except like your mayo, if you put mayo on it, because that's going to be a fat. So you're kind of, and the burger has quite a bit of fat in it too, because it's hamburger. Well, if it's a good hamburger, it will. And so you're going to go, oh, well, this is my macronutrient breakdown. Now, is it balanced? Probably not, because there's going to be a ton of carbs in that meal. So that's what I want you to start thinking. I want you to start thinking about, how am I eating? And then think, what are my goals? You have to eat to reach your goals. So those are the 2 things I want you to start thinking about today. And to keep it simple, we live in a world where everything is in our hand and super convenient. So you can download calorie trackers or macro trackers, so you know exactly what you eat, and you can scan the barcode. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than this. So don't make up any excuses, because if you're going to the gym and you're putting on weight, you're like, oh, it's all muscle. It may not be that much muscle. So let's track what we're eating and keep it simple. Let's cut out all the bull crap that the world is telling us about food, and don't eat this and eat that, and eggs are bad, eggs are good. It's so confusing. There's so much information out there. So let's just break it down to real people, that have lives and kids and soccer practice and a full-time job. Let's keep it real, because eating chicken and broccoli every 2 hours may not be something that you're even willing to do. So then it seems so extreme that you feel like you'll never reach your goal. It doesn't have to be that way. There's flexible eating concepts that we can just learn. It's just a matter of creating new healthy habits and knowing where you're at when you begin and what your goals are. Because if your goal is to put on weight, then we need to adjust your macronutrients and your calories. If your goal is to lose weight, then we need to adjust your calories and macronutrients. If your goal is to run a Spartan race, we might need to adjust your macros and calories for performance. So there's so much going on. And remember, your first line of defense is what you eat. Our body is one big chemistry lab. So if you don't know what you're eating, it's like putting, all these chemicals into the lab, and you're like, I don't know what I'm going to get. I have no idea. And then it explodes. And then you're like, oh crap, I'm out of control. So let's bring it down to simple concepts. So this week is going to be all about food and applying them to your goals. So if you have specific questions, please reach out to me, to us, to the page. Reach out and ask questions, because it's going to be super important for you to be able to apply these simple concepts. So stay tuned all week. We're going to talk about food and applying them to your goals and how to do that. So awesome. Have a great Sunday. Kick ass and take names.